Tonight on RBT.
A couple of them running. Line them up, go left. They're just hiding here and they're probably watching us right now.
New Zealand, it's quite common to drive home drunk.
I'm not going to lie, I even done some deals.
Nothing there that's going to hurt me. That's all I'm worried about.
Out of the car, please.
Why did you swap drivers?
Stay there, don't move. Stop.
This time I'm going to place you under arrest. You've had some alcohol this evening?
Yes.
Saturday night, and the roads are full of drivers heading home on the city's main highway. This RBT unit will breath test around 1,000 motorists tonight, and it's not long before Sergeant Michael Lewis is called over to test a driver who's been drinking.
What we'll need to do is actually give you a proper breath test, a direct tube test. Yep. I'll just grab a tube, just wait there.
Sam's a Kiwi whose girlfriend Jane has just arrived in Australia. They've been out to celebrate and they're on their way home.
How long ago was your last drink?
Probably about half an hour ago.
Half an hour. And how much have you had to drink tonight?
Probably about 3 or 4.
Okay. All right, just take one deep breath, continually blow into the tube till I tell you to stop. Stop there. Right, so unfortunately you've failed the roadside breath test. You're under arrest for the purpose of breath analysis.
Sergeant Matt Reese is patrolling the back streets of Mount Druitt.
We've got a zero tolerance with drink driving, so anyone that I find going positive on the roadside we'll bring back. This fella up here, he's just over the road a little bit. He's wandering about in his lane, so we'll just stop him and see what his reason is.
How you going? I'm Sergeant Reese from Andrew Daddo Highway Patrol.
Driver Mick is on his way to pick up his young son. Having worked all night on his milk run, Mick has had no sleep, played cricket and then gone straight to the pub.
This is telling me that there's alcohol on your breath.
1 can probably about an hour ago.
1 can an hour ago. Okay. That's all you've had all day?
Since this morning.
What I need to do is submit you to a roadside breath test. Okay, so take a nice big deep breath and then blow through there until I say to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it.
In Tweed Heads, another busy Friday night for officers Mulhern and Cutler. And tonight, they're targeting a well-known local area.
You can see here there's a sequence of brothels on the left. Quite often we'll get the clients arriving here well affected by alcohol, and they're all licensed premises and they serve alcohol, so it's known to be quite a hot spot. We frequent this area quite a lot to catch the guys leaving and arriving at the brothels. This car's just left the brothel. If we pull him over and he's got a smile like a rainbow, we know what he's just done.
Single male occupant, by the look of it.
On the south coast, police are cracking down on motorists driving under the influence of drugs.
We've just got a positive for methamphetamine. We're just going down to bring him back to the truck for the secondary test.
Jose, is it? Jose?
Yeah.
Okay, mate. What's happened, okay? You've returned a positive result for meth, okay? Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
So what that means, mate, is you're under arrest at this stage, okay? We're going to go back to the bus up there where we do a secondary test, okay, to just get another sample.
Yeah.
So
Jose was heading home from a family party with his wife Tanya, who now waits for him in the car.
Of course I'm worried. It's a bit scary hearing someone say you're under arrest in like real life, so.
Yeah, yesterday I had some.
What'd you have, mate?
Ice.
You've got to make a decision whether you want your licence or you want to stay on that stuff.
I should have better the licence.
Okay, right.
And as Jose admits, This is not the first time he's dabbled in drugs.
I've been addicted to this. 2 years ago, I was really bad. Even at the time, I'm not gonna lie, I even done some deals.
Police are targeting a notorious red light district in Tweed Heads where drivers often take risks.
Quite often we'll get the clients arriving here well affected by alcohol.
They spot a car exiting a well-known establishment.
Single male occupant by the look of it.
But it's not quite what they expected.
Hello, got your licence there, please? Where did you just come out of?
At Brothel.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I work there during the day.
Oh,
as a receptionist. Because he probably thinks she's a bit old to be doing that.
Well, they say retirement age not until 65.
67, man.
Oh, really? Well, there you go. There's a compliment. You don't look at... See?
Pam is on her way home after a slow day behind the desk.
All right, all I need you to do for me, please, is count to 10 out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Thank you.
5.
Lovely. Have a safe trip home.
Beautiful.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
We have managed to arrest more drink drivers than any other command for nearly 8 years in a row. Whether that's great policing or they're just continually offending, I don't know, but we're determined to catch the whole lot of them.
A radio call suddenly diverts the police from their RBT duties. They're on the lookout for a white van.
The reports are at this stage that the vehicle's been donuts and tearing up the local parks, and there's a few hoodlums in the car at the moment doing it right now, so we'll see if we can get down there and find out if it's stolen, and see if they're drunk and see what we can do about it.
Without warning, the stolen van suddenly crosses the path of the patrol car.
Here we go, let's have a look.
Oh.
Let's have a look here. Fella just come flying off the roundabout and failed to indicate.
Oh.
He's taken us.
For Kiwi couple Sam and Jane, this Saturday night is not the night of celebration they'd planned.
You've failed the roadside breath test. You're under arrest for the purpose of breath analysis. Yep, just stick it in the park for me.
Yep.
Turn the engine off.
Sam could be in more trouble as Sergeant Lewis has concerns about his licence.
How come you haven't obtained a New South Wales driver's licence?
Oh, just haven't got around to it, mate?
Just over the fast light, mate.
What's the limit?
0.05. You have to be under 0.05.
Yeah, I only had about 4 beers.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mate, just speaking to you, I can tell you've had a few drinks.
What did I blow on the first one? Did it say?
090. So, what's the limit in New Zealand?
I haven't lived in New Zealand for 8 years, mate, so yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
Sam's girlfriend Jane waits nervously outside.
He's a project manager for a building company, so he needs to drive from house to house that they're doing up, so I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah. So New Zealand, it's quite common to drive home drunk. It's quite normal, yeah, so we don't really see it as being a problem.
Because Sam has been in Australia for almost 10 years, he should have a local licence.
Yeah, I did have one, but I lost it, as in lost it on the booze one night, not drinking and driving, but just out and just misplaced it. So when I went back home, I got a New Zealand one, and then just haven't got around to changing it over. But yeah.
Oh, I just think probably wasn't focusing too much on it, and I think we just slipped a little bit tonight.
Time has come. All right, mate, just one deep breath and then put the tube in your mouth and blow. Stop now.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it.
Driver Mick claims he's had just one can of beer all night.
Okay, this tells me that you're over the 0.05. Okay, so at this point in time you're under arrest, where I'll take you back to Mount Druitt Police Station and submit you to a breath analysis.
Mick was only going 4 blocks up the road to pick up his young son. It would have taken him just 10 minutes to walk.
That's it. Got nothing there that's going to hurt me. That's all I'm worried about. No? only reason I'm doing this, mate, is because you're coming back in my car. This fellow, as you saw, stopped him for a roadside test and he's gone positive, so we'll take him back to Mount Druitt and submit him to a breath analysis. And we'll see what happens when we get back there.
Having initially said he had only one beer, Mick's story is now beginning to change.
Yeah, how many have you had?
6:30 of the first beer. 3
Oh, okay, so 3.
And on top of that, it turns out Mick hasn't slept in over 24 hours.
Finished work at 10 o'clock this morning.
Do the milk run for Pura.
Oh, all right, so you would have started fairly early then.
11:30 last night.
Oh, you'd be buggered, wouldn't it?
No, yeah.
You've been awake since then.
Back at the station, and Mick has been in custody for 15 minutes. Having blown just over the legal limit roadside, he's hoping the alcohol has had time to wear off.
Just take a nice big deep breath and then keep blowing through there until I say to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it.
If Mick has had more to drink than he says, there is every chance this reading could be higher than the first one. An anxious Jose is tested positive to methamphetamines on a random roadside test. And once inside the bus, Jose admits to a history of illicit drug use.
I'm not gonna lie, I even done some deals. In my opinion, you can do a drug, but not in excess. Not to the point of losing it.
As Senior Constable Dave Jamieson prepares for the more detailed test, Jose worries about his family's reaction.
Tanya, my wife's name. If I'm not with her, I'm gonna lose her and the house and give trouble just for my family, you see. There's no point.
We've had some ups and downs, but that's normal. We've gone through a lot together and we've been strong.
How's your mouth? Is it wet, moist?
Not really. Of course, everyone gets nervous.
Right, mate. Now just take that out of there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, now stick that tab under your tongue.
Many drivers don't realise that methamphetamines can stay in your system for up to 4 days, and a lack of saliva, or meth mouth, is also a common side effect of the drug's use.
Does it feel like it's getting wet? Give it the full 20-minute treatment.
All right, mate, just one deep breath.
It's been a rough evening for Kiwi couple Sam and Jane as they wait for the results of Sam's secondary test.
Okay, you've registered a blood alcohol reading of 0.080. The legal limit is 0.05, you've got to be under it. What it means is it will actually suspend your driving privileges here. Even though you're technically unlicensed, you are going to have to go to court in relation to it. Okay? All right.
I only had like 4 beers, but obviously 4 too many. Well, a bit of struggle to get to work. Yeah, makes you think though, makes you think.
As a result, we suspended his driving privileges here, even though he was deemed to be unlicensed, as he is a resident for more than 3 months. So he won't be able to drive until it's determined at court, which will be in about 3 weeks' time.
Sam and Jane have learnt the Australian road rules the hard way. At Mount Druitt Station, driver Mick is waiting for the results of his secondary test, having blown over the legal limit on his way to pick up his young son.
Okay, it's come back with 0.036, so you're under, but only just under. Oh, mate, that's cutting it a bit fine. I thought he would have gone over. The smell in the car was really strong on the way back.
And I live straight across the road from the pub anyway, so yeah, I don't really need to drive, but it was just going to get my son.
So yeah, I give him a lift back to his car and he lives to fight another day.
In Tweed Heads, officers Mulhern and Cutler have spotted a stolen van.
Here we go, let's have a look. Fella just come flying off the roundabout, failed to indicate, just taking his speed up.
Couple of them running. Line them up, go left. One of them's gone this way. It wouldn't be too far up in this rocky outcrop. There's three really, they're quite young fellows. They wouldn't be too far. They're either over this hill here or hiding down in the rocks here. Two of the offenders went right. One of the offenders by the tracks went left. I would say obviously they're young locals, certainly know these beach tracks. By running off into the darkness, we're flat out trying to find them even with torches.
The thing is, they can see us, we can't see them.
This particular part of the beach goes to a big rocky outcrop. There's no getting around that except if you go up and over that mountain. So it's a good, strong possibility they're just hiding here and they're probably watching us right now.
Jose returned a positive roadside test result for methamphetamines. And back in the bus, the secondary test is taking some time.
Just put your head down again, mate, and with a bit of luck there's some running down there.
Waiting in the car, Jose's wife is also feeling the pressure.
I'm hoping that it's going to be wrong, but I don't know.
Right, mate, stop now. Thank you.
Jose's saliva is mixed with a buffer. The sample is then placed in the Cozart machine. Anti-drug antibodies react with the saliva solution to produce a positive or negative result.
The penalty for driving with illicit drug on board is the same penalty as a low range.
I don't know any penalty.
It's a low range drink driving.
All right.
Jose admitted to taking ice yesterday, but he's hoping it won't register.
Jose, the test has come back positive to both THC and ecstasy.
Ecstasy?
It's come back to positive for cannabis and methamphetamines.
Not cannabis.
So
no way.
You'll get a prohibition to drive for 24 hours.
Yeah. I'm the only snake in the family. It's not funny, but I'll just laugh.
While he waits for the results from the lab, Jose will need all the support he can get from his wife.
Hopefully this will be a bit of a wake-up call for you.
Yeah, you will be for sure.
Well, let's hope so, all right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, mate. Take it easy.
All right.
Good luck.
See you. Have a good
all
night.
right. No worries. Ta-da.
See ya.
In Tweed Heads, officers Mulhern and Cutler are involved in a foot chase with three youths who have fled from a stolen vehicle. But they've slipped through the net and police can't find them in the darkness of the rocky beach.
So it's a good, strong possibility they're just hiding here and they're probably watching us right now.
Just a closer inspection of the car. This probably here corroborates a lot of the reports we've had tonight of all the donuts it's been doing in the area. You come around the back of the vehicle, all the windows are smashed out. That's probably from doing bunny hops or whatever else they get up to, or kick it in because they've got nothing better to do.
I've just got some further information. Registered owner, he's at the location with his girlfriend asleep. They've left the back door open, and obviously these crooks have gone in, taken the keys, okay, and taken the car. There's been two other reports of other stolen cars 2 streets from where this one's been stolen from.
It's an unusual part of the territory here. 1 minute you can just be cruising along, getting ready to do an RBT, and next minute it's a massive foot chase or a pursuit. So it's a really unpredictable job, but I love it. I love it.
A police investigation into the stolen van is ongoing. Jose's lab results came back positive to methamphetamine and negative for cannabis. He was fined $600 and his licence was suspended for 3 months. Sam received a $750 fine and 9 months suspension. His expired licence cost him a $400 fine. Next week, on RBT.
All it's done is made my family, my wife and my kids unsafe at home.
Judging by the roadside reading we got, it's either a bit of a fabrication on his part or it's a very big glass.
Oh, they didn't stop because they didn't want to get caught. They didn't want to get in trouble.